We are back with more My Southern Home, and I'm here with John Burgin with BK Plumbing Supply. And John, I'm very excited to talk about sump pumps today because the technology in them now can really save someone's lower level.
Yeah, I think it's a good idea to talk about this today because we did the podcast on it and we got a lot of calls and response on that. So we thought it would be a good idea to bring it on the show today and talk about what is available that most people would have no idea that exists.
So what's so special about this specific Night Eye sump pump?
Yeah, well, this is a system from Liberty Pump. We sell two, Liberty Pump and Zoller. Zoller is made in Louisville. Liberty is made in Burgin, New York, no relation, but it's a good system. This is your normal sump pump that's usually below ground in a pit. You'd never see it, but we wanted to bring the whole system up so you could see what normally would exist. This is your sump pump. Groundwater would come into the pit and the float would raise up and kick on, and water would come up through this pipe and out. This is a check valve that would keep it from flowing back in. And that is what is in the normal everyday basement. And as we've talked before, Louisville Metro is a huge finished basement market, and we like this. This is a beautiful spot. We love our bourbon bars, right, and our different game rooms, and some pumps they work, and like this one has a 3-year warranty, but what happens if it doesn't work and you're not at home, or even if you are home, you're upstairs and you don't? That's when a problem could occur, and that's when something like this is what you want. So this Night Eye, this is a water-powered backup pump. So let's say you're on a spring or you have a lot of rain, like we just experienced in eastern Kentucky, the devastating floods, and our heart goes out to them, But this happens all the time, even around here. Water comes in, and if the sump pump, the power goes out, the water's still coming in. And with the power not running, you've got a problem. So what this is a water-powered backup sump pump. This pipe, this is a piece of PEX that just signifies that this would attach to your water system.
Okay.
Okay. So if this pump failed for any reason, lack of power, or it got a rock in it, whatever, the water would keep rising, and then this float would take over. And when you hear that click, that opens a valve that lets water come in. And that doesn't make sense where you want to bring water in, but this is from your water line. So water comes in, it would spin a venturi, and for every gallon of water that comes into this, it pumps 2 gallons out through here.
Okay.
Okay, so rarely does your water ever go out, right? So this would save the day as long as your main pump couldn't function or couldn't keep up. And that's all well and good, and we sell a lot of these, but what if you were away for the day, or you were out of town, or whatever, if you're in town? You wouldn't know this would ever kicked on normally. I mean, it would just be quietly running, and you would be using water, and if you didn't know, at the end of the month, you could get a huge water bill. But so this is upgraded to this Night Eye. This is where the Night Eye comes in.
Okay.
So this Night Eye syncs up with your Wi-Fi, and you would download the app onto your phone, and if this fails and this takes over and this thing starts to operate, this float would then kick on, and then you would get a text. One thing you would get, and I'm going to tell you, this is loud, okay? But
Oh, wow.
all right, so that's all good. So you're probably going to hear that if you're home, but if you weren't home, you wouldn't know it. So you would, when that comes on, you're going to get a text message like I just did that says, high water, you have a high water situation, check your system immediately.
That's really nice, John, because, you know, traditionally if you had the battery backup, you wouldn't know. You know, so just like you said, you know, you're going to have this high water bill and there's no way to fix that situation until probably the water bill comes in, because a sump pump, you put it in, you forget about it.
You put it in, you forget about it, and we sell thousands of them. But we would highly recommend anybody that has a basement, you know, especially one like this, you want to protect it, right?
Oh,
so
yeah, definitely.
The sump pump's going to work, but if it fails, you got this, you can feel good about getting back up. But even if you don't have a finished basement, maybe you just store things down there, records or family heirlooms. But even if you don't have that, maybe you're a business, but you just don't want water coming to the basement and being a mess and dealing with mold. You just want to avoid all of that.
Yeah. And so how easy is it to install one of these on your existing sump pump?
It's really pretty easy. And if you're new to the area or you don't have a plumber, you can feel free to call us and we can hook you up with the system and a licensed plumber that is used to installing the, you know, some guys have never seen this, but we have plumbing customers that put these in all the time. They know how to do it, so we can make it easy for you.
Well, thank you so much, John. I really appreciate your time today.
Thanks for having us back.
We'll be back with more My Southern Home in just a moment.